To get your message out to over 2 million homes, call Positive Promotions at 302-292-3994 or log on to our website at posprotv.com.
What was you saying about man boobs?
I have no idea about that. Welcome back here. This is kind of a loose show, if you would, because we've got a bunch of loose people on here. I mean, they let them loose for the first time in a long time. Yeah. And first of all, of course, Steve Gray here from. I'll give you a little plug to your vacuum cleaner store down there on a Kirkwood Highway in Wilmington, Delaware. Steve Sowen back, but we're going to talk about crazy4cars.com. That's cars with a Z. Yeah, and a website, but going along with it, TV show. Let's talk about that a little bit. What are you doing here?
Well, we've shot 3 already. We've got show number 4 is coming up this Saturday. We're going to be down at Fox Run Shopping Center. The week after that, on the 28th, we're going to be down at Cecil County.
Which now this is kind of ties everything together a little bit, because when you bring up that, I want to bring in and introduce also my brother-in-law, Mr. Jimmy Biggs, world famous Mr. Jimmy Biggs now.
That's me.
Yeah, that's when I talk about that, because he's doing drag racing throughout the entire country here. And
correct.
What series is it? It's
I do all the series now because I dropped out. I used to work with the NSCA, National Streetcar Association, dropped out of that, and I pretty much tour and give live internet coverage and same-night highlights worldwide. I cover Fun Ford Weekend. Ford pays me to do that. The Pacific Streetcar Association, the Ontario Streetcar Association. I'm pretty much all over the country and Canada.
Yeah, so, and of course, they can find what's that?
YourWayNetwork.com.
Yeah,
World's largest site for automobile enthusiast videos and everything. There's over 400 hours of videos on there, and I'm on the road 42 weekends a year putting up a race or something like that.
Well, enough about you. Now let's talk about golf.
Yeah.
Okay, we have, we're working together on that. Your Way Network and Positive Promotions on Your Way Golf.
YourWayGolf.com, baby.
Yeah, and we've got a lot of other projects that we're doing. You know, but it's nice to see you back here, because a lot of people always ask me, "Hey, what happened to that other guy who used to work with?"
Goofy guy, right?
But a lot of people local probably remember is the Cruise Night Show.
Oh, yeah.
For a long time.
10 years we did that, and then it was
long
national. It was national for a year and a half, and then there was so much politics with the national stuff, I decided to pull the plug on that, and I went with the internet. And
now crazyforcars.com TV has kind of picked up where Cruise Night left off.
Exactly.
Yeah, and that's
Except for you have your own website.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
And you probably have the address on the screen.
We ain't got to put
You got it on your shirt.
Come on,
Just
I
read
know
your
you're not
shirt.
up there. It's on the shirt. Crazyforcars.com.
Tuck, Jimmy, tuck. Speaking of shirts, I just thought I'd bring that up. So go ahead, Steve.
Send us your events. Send us emails. Tell us where you're going to be and what show you want us to cover.
Yeah, and because we're coming out and we're shooting, and we're actually, because we're talking about the internet, we're actually going out and shooting a TV show and putting it right here on Channel 28. If you live in Newcastle, Delaware,
Right, and if they're not local, they can see the show, streaming video right on the website. There's a gallery, there's chat forums, there's free classified ads, there's then of course like the TV feed they can watch it.
No, wait. You mean besides going to posprotv.com to watch it on our website?
right, then you go crazy4cars.com
and watch it on
with
yours
the cars
too.
with a
Correct.
Z.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So he's linked it together. So it's all, if you're in the internet savvy, like a lot of us are now. Kevin.
It's so unique.
What are you guys laughing about? I got one now.
We won't talk about that.
Can we talk about that? Tim has got a laptop now. It's about this big. It's
The world's largest laptop.
Only the man from Texas, right? He can't use it yet, but he's doing all right. I mean, he's doing really good. But it's like you pull it out, it covers his whole desk. Yeah, okay, Tim, you there?
Well, I thought it was time, because Jimmy always asked me, "Did you see this? Did you see that?" On his, because he's always traveling, and we talk to each other quite a bit on the weekends. And he'll be in California or in Canada. He say, "Hey, pull up my website." Okay, what do you want to pull it up on? Huh? How you do that? .what? So I have gotten onto the web, and we've been doing some things. We're actually going to be doing some much more live things. But getting back to this, because I'm excited about this, because Cecil County Dragway on the 28th is a big event here locally. If you're into into cars and you haven't been out there, you definitely want to check that out. And if you're over there in the Philadelphia, New Jersey area on the 28th, you definitely want to come over to Cecil County Dragway. They've got first of all, a cruise going on.
Well, there's in addition to the race event, there is a car show going on at the same time. And this is normally aspirated drags.
Naturally aspirated drags. It's the Ram Racing Series who travels the East Coast.
You turned your attention. I was going to get to him.
Well, you guys are struggling with the whole thing. I said, hey, I cover their series. I'm a sponsor of Ram Racing. That's why, and I cover their series for them.
Back to, they have a cruise night going on over there. Well, I'm going to get to you about the drag racing here in a minute. So, but you can bring your cars out because that's what you're covering.
Right. And all cars are welcome to the show.
Yeah. And so if you're out there and you want to be a part of the show, you just bring it out. And that nice thing about it is then you can go enjoy the drag racing that's taking place. What kind is that now, Jimmy?
Ram Racing Series, naturally aspirated series. That's no power adders. There's no turbochargers, superchargers, nitrous oxide. It's all raw power or raw horsepower, as Rich Matry says, the guy that runs the series. They're also having 420.
We have a lens big enough for this.
Stop it.
So you got
they have 422 Motorsports coming down, which is running a nostalgia race, and there's a couple more. Mandra, I think, is in there with us too. One of those. So it's going to be a big day at Cecil County.
That's what I want to get, and that's going to be the 28th. That's going to be taking place
Saturday.
Saturday. It's an all-day event. So
for more information, they can go to the events section of our website on crazyforcars.com. See, everybody's going to try to get a plug in here. But if you go to the forum section or the event section.
How do you bring your best friend in here and
your brother-in-law
on the same show?
That's why you haven't been invited for $50. But you've been busy because I want to give Jimmy has been out there. He's been busy. He's been doing this for I guess this is going on 5 years now that you've been running.
Yeah, well, actually, it's like 10 years since I haven't worked for you because the show was just started. No, but I mean, I worked here.
The pet infomercial.
It's been about 5 years since you've been out.
No, it's been about 8 since I've been on the road covering stuff. I was covering it for TV before, and then I got this almost 3 years ago now. I got this wacky idea about doing it on the internet, and it just grew. Faster than I can expect it. I have just about 1.3 million unique visitors that come onto my site from 134 countries. It's totally unbelievable.
We're
stuff
almost that big.
People watch.
Yeah, we got 3 visitors came on last week.
and every one of them was unique.
And there are some unique people going to these websites.
The web people will know what I'm talking about out there anyway.
Because you've done it outstanding. If you're into drag racing and because TV's even picking up more and more drag racing, you see that, and I think Jimmy's influenced that a little bit by offering drag racing. Because when you're down there, it's 2 days, 3 days worth of drag racing, and covering the whole thing live as they're going. And I'm not talking about just one little camera going up there. You're actually switching to different cameras, covering the event.
Yeah, when we do the larger events, a lot of the events the series can't afford a large crew to come down there. So I do 1 or 2 cameras, and then I shoot stuff for later that night to put up, interviews and stuff like that. But the bigger events like the World Street Nationals down in Orlando, which is a 4-day event, comes up at the end of October, I'll have 10 cameras live shoot for the 4 days that it's going on.
Yeah, we wanted to remind everybody, too, it's YourWayNetwork.com. So if you look on a weekend, if you're in the cars, you definitely want to tune that in.
I'm somewhere.
Get back to our attention, because that's why you came on, too, with us today, is Crazy for Cars, and that's Crazy for Cars with a Z in cars.
Number 4, Cars with a Z.
And one reason I would say this, because Jimmy, whenever he's out on the road, of course, they have cruise nights going at these different events. So you're going to find out where Jimmy's going to be or where he's been if you tune in for the show right here on Channel 28 as well. So
right, and on the website, right if you go to crazyforcars.com, there's a link to Your Way Network right on the main page. Actually, on just about all the pages, you can link right to Jimmy's site as well.
Yeah, so that gives you contacts.
Can you link to our site?
If you like cars, Kevin, you've got to like cars. You enjoy getting in one, so it'll get you from one place to the other.
But I have enjoyed recently listening to Jimmy, because I always thought they were called Salines, but they're not. They're called Salines.
Saline, yeah. I just picked up
and
and started doing work.
It's ruined my whole thing. I'm now so disillusioned.
Is that we talking about eye solution?
That's what I'm thinking.
Saline eye solution?
Celine Dion, I don't know. It's a fancy car, but...
Yeah, yeah.
I have to rethink my whole situation now.
But Jimmy's, because he's done really well with that, and like I said, if you're looking at racing, you definitely want to check that. But we want to talk about the cruises that we're covering here. If you've got one out there and local within the area, I want to invite people from Philadelphia, New Jersey that might be watching this show as well. If you know of an event and everything, go to crazy4cars.com and you'll be able to speak with you guys directly.
Just send us an email.
You hold that thought. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to talk some more and everything. They say we got to pay for the show. So stay with us. Be right back right after this.
To find out more about the Tim Paul Show and other Positive Promotion productions, then log on to our website at www.posprotv.com.